Go. Do you want to film the intro with me? Hi. You want to film the intro with me? Wiggle. He says you're getting a kiss, and that's it. You're gonna have a kiss, and goodbye. Okay guys, this vlog is already off to a rocky start. I literally started recording, I was like, hey guys, and welcome back to the vlog. And it just perished immediately to the camera. I was like, I hope this isn't a sign. So here we have Poopy, Popsy. Are you gonna say good morning? Hello. Good morning, Popsy. But surprisingly, Poppy isn't going to be the star of this vlog today, because actually I thought what would be a nice idea would be to head out on a hack with Evie, who, if you guys saw a few months back, I say a few months, it was probably like the beginning of the year. Blue, was it the beginning of the year? Blue's like, I like shoes. You are literally the same as your mum. You are identical to your mum. Harriet also loves shoes. Like, I'm going to take these boots around the corner and I guarantee you Harriet will come and sniff these boots in the exact same way as Blue just did. We'll do side by side. Would you like to smell them? I told you guys. Hello, Bean! Mwah, hello. But yeah, oh, and Tilly. Tilly says hi too. Oh, you say hi too. Yeah, so I figured it would be nice to get Evie tacked up and go for a hack together, and I can kind of fill you guys in on what has been happening and what my plans are and stuff for the future. And yeah, just answer some like common questions and stuff that I get asked all the time, because there's so much I need to talk about with you guys. And yeah, I figured it would be nice for the first vlog. By the way, I'm climbing every gate we have because they're broken. It would be nice for the first vlog just to have like a good catch up and sort of tell you what my plans are, and then tell you what videos are going to be coming up in the next like week or two. The lovely Evie, who we're going to get tacked up. Are we going to head out for a ride? Are we going to go for a ride? But yeah, we're gonna get Evie tacked up. I'm actually gonna use her new saddle. I say new saddle, potential new saddle actually. I shouldn't really say it's a new saddle. It's only potentially a new saddle because the saddler came the other day and fitted her with a new saddle, but Evie is super fussy with saddles. So he was like, just take it and try it out for a couple of weeks and let me know what you think. Obviously he knows I'm gonna look after it while I've got it here. So it's an Equiline one, which I will show you guys in a second when I put it on Evie's door. But yeah, let's go get her tacked up and then we can head out on a hack and have a good catch up. But let's just get her rug off first. So I actually clipped Evie last week and her clip is already growing out. It's already like nearly grown out, so it's not going too well, is it, E? No, it's not going too well. There you go, gorgeous. You look beautiful, though. You do. Should we show everyone how beautiful you look? Oh, wow. Oh, fabulous. So yeah, whilst I'm getting Evie all ready, I'll tell you guys a little bit about what has been going on with Evie. So, as you guys have probably seen, I put a video on at the beginning of the year to say that we'd had the incredible news that Evie was able to come back into work, and that although we had sort of like no guarantees with how well that would go, obviously it was such amazing news to actually get the news that she could come back into work at all, because that was something we were never expecting. So yeah, to be able to bring her back into work at all was incredible. So we have taken it literally as slow. Where are you going? Evie, dude. We have taken it as slow as it is possible to take it. She's still not really doing much schooling. She's literally just like hacking. She's doing like one day a week in the school. And she's been doing good with it, to be fair. She's a little bit worse to school than she is to like hack out, because obviously being in the school requires a lot more balance and stuff, which being unfit and coming back into work isn't something that she has in bucket loads. So when she's in the school, she leans a lot more, and I'm trying to like teach her to keep her head a little bit higher than she tends to usually. Evie, you're literally confusing me now. I have no idea which feet I have done and which I haven't. Is it this? Give me this foot. Thank you. Yeah, so Evie's always had a tendency in the school to like just lean all the time and work very... She's weird because Evie works like uphill most of the time, yet she works very low in her frame. Yeah, she needs to come up a little bit and come rounder, but she's been a little bit fussy with it recently. So she is getting better, but that's going to be a gradual thing, I think. Oh my goodness, Evie. Right, so this saddle, guys, is potentially Evie's new saddle. We're not sure yet. Like I mentioned before, we are trying it out currently, so I'm not sure whether this is the one and we're going to keep this one, or whether we'll end up going down a different route. But it felt really weird because it's quite a lot harder than the other saddles that I ride in. I'm just going to turn the price tag over. That's not the price, by the way, guys. That's just like the saddle number. But yeah, this is the saddle. So it is an equiline one. We've just got a little Premier Equine thingamajig underneath it. Anti-slip pad, a little pad. Yeah, there you go. It's an equiline saddle. And it's really nice. It's not like uncomfortable. It's just very different to what I've been riding in. And then featuring my lovely new saddle pad. I love these. This is an Equiport one that I bought a few months back. Yeah, I love the Equiport ones. They're nice and thin, customizable. I love this bit with the white and then the you know, the white rope and then the red trim. Very me, very my colours. But yeah, that is Evie's new saddle. So I'm just going to get her bridled up and then we'll head out on our hack, and hopefully we can get her used to the saddle a bit and she feels good, and get myself used to it a bit, because like I said, guys, I find this saddle really weird to ride in. Just because it seems the seat seems a bit harder than what I've ridden in before. My other saddles are quite soft on the seat. This is quite a lot harder, but then it's a very close contact saddle, so it does feel good in a lot of ways. It's just weird, strange, riding in new and different stuff. Should we get you bridled, Dee? This is Evie's new bridle too. I did actually get her a new bridle. Again, I think this is probably going to need some more holes in it in the next few days, because they kind of stretch out over a few days. The new bridles I always tend to find, like, when the leather's new, it's very, like, tough. So when you put it on, it normally doesn't need much adjusting or anything. You know, the holes that are there are normally fine, but then after a few days, when it starts to, like, work in a little bit, then you tend to need to put, like, extra holes in them and stuff. So we'll probably do that in the next few days. But yeah, this is a Mackie bridle, so it's kindly sent to me by Mackie, so massive shout out to them. They have been incredible. They've really helped me look after the horses this summer, and sent some amazing bits out for them, including some gorgeous new rugs. I will post a little photo of Evie in her new cooler that Mackie sent now. We're only going for a short hack today with Evie, because like I said, we're taking things really slowly and getting her slowly back into work. Aren't we, Missy? Come on. Come on. Where'd you go? There you are. Let's do a once over, E, of how beautiful you look. I need to sort your wonky nose band out, but still. Oh, E. Look at you. Oh, you look fabulous. You do. You do look the fittest you have looked in forever, E. You do. Don't leave. Come back. Okay, guys, we're off. Featuring my old car that I trashed, and my very old car, the mean plate on. Yeah, well, she's on a mission. I don't know whether you guys can tell. We are 100% on a mission. Wee. Okay guys, so now we're out on a hack. I thought I would just talk a little bit about my plans at the moment, currently. Evie's enjoying the hack thoroughly. Yeah, I thought I'd talk a little bit about my current plans and plans for the future and stuff as well. So continuing on, we'll talk a little bit about Evie first. So Evie, my plans with Evie, I've spoken about this on my recent podcast, but my plans are to hopefully get her jumping a little bit again, not too far in the future, you know, sort of in the next month or 6 weeks or so, I don't know, hopefully, fingers crossed, and see how she gets on. And then she has her annual vet checkup in December, so that was the one where she got cleared last year to come back into work. So that's my aim, is to start jumping her prior to that, you know, obviously if everything's still okay, you know, goes without saying, if she goes lame or doesn't feel right at any point or isn't acting normal, then we'll stop. But yeah, I'd like to start jumping her just so that when we go for our annual vet appointment, she is like a fully fit, fledged horse, and then they can see her as she is, and hopefully then she'll be fine. Yeah, they'll give us the all clear to go and crack on, basically. It's the aim, that's the ultimate goal, and then obviously at the annual, if they're not happy with her, then we'll scale things back again or stop completely, just depending on how unhappy they are and what she can do and what she can't. At the moment she feels incredible, so I'm really hoping that this is it. It would literally be like a fairy tale, guys. If she came back into work, it would literally be a fairy tale. Like, I say back into work, she's in work now, this is already a fairy tale, but if she came back to jump, like, I don't even know what I'd do with myself. I think I'd just cry. You know, she could start going out to some shows and stuff again. So yeah, that's obviously the aim, but whether that happens or not, I don't know. We'll just kind of have to see. But yeah, that's definitely the aim with her. So yeah, there's so many things to talk about that I'm not really even sure where to start, to be honest. Evie is fully on a mission now, by the way. She is marching. Also, I know I'm vlogging out on a road, guys. It is very quiet, and you can see the cars a mile off here, so I just put the camera down when going past something. But yeah, Harriet, also, in that video where I announced that Evie was coming back into work, I announced that Harriet was coming back into work. And she has been going also fantastic. She feels incredible. And Harriet, interestingly, guys, is also licensed to be a riding school horse in my riding school. So she has actually started doing her first lessons with the advanced kids. So she does the odd lesson in the riding school, not many, obviously, it goes without saying. If you've seen Harriet, she ain't for the faint-hearted. So yeah, she doesn't do any like beginner or intermediate, she only does very advanced sessions for people that have been riding a very long time. So yeah, and I don't think we'll really use her that much, if at all, for like jumping or anything, mainly just flat work stuff, which she really enjoys, and she's actually very good to flat work. Again, I haven't started jumping Harriet yet either. She's kind of been getting fit at the same rate as Evie, but I'm really hoping that we'll start jumping her soon, because again, she feels incredible. We're going for a trotty. Evie says we're going for a trot. Walking up hills is harder than trotting, so we'll trot instead. Good girl. Woo. Good girl. Which brings me on to the biggest thing, I guess, that's happened this year, and that is that, obviously, I've started a riding school. What? So I don't think that's ever something I've really spoken about, but I did actually announce that I was starting the riding school with like a little sort of, almost like a titchy announcement video. I didn't really speak in it at all, I don't think I spoke in it whatsoever, but I will put a little linky thing to it here. And that was basically a little video of me growing up through the years at the riding school when I was a kid and how far I ended up getting in riding. So it was like a nice little mini inspirational video for people to hopefully want to start riding and joining the riding school. The riding school has been going incredible. We opened on the 1st of June, and oh my goodness, the getting ready for the riding school was so difficult. It took forever, and I was kind of losing the will to live just before we opened. As soon as we opened, it has been fantastic. So I'm going to talk in a whole separate video about the riding school because there is so much to talk about, and you guys have specifically asked to meet the riding school ponies, a lot of which you guys will already know because we've had most of them for quite a while now, but I will do that video, and that is in fact the next video I'm going to make after this, is the meeting the riding school ponies and a bit of a tour of the riding school area of the yard, and all of that and all the new stuff that we've got for the riding school. So that's my plan for the next video, and then after that I plan to do a yard tour because the last one I did, I think it was in about 2018, I think, off the top of my head, and so much has changed since then. But we do have some big things changing in the next couple of weeks, so I don't know whether to do it sooner and then vlog the changes, or to just do the yard tour once the changes are complete. This bit's a cool little bit to the hack. We've got a little stream. Evie is wanting to go for a trot, so I'll do a POV. Hang on. Are we going for a trotsy? Yeah! Just don't deck me, because I have got the camera in one hand. Just a trotsy. Just a trotsy. Good girl. Oh, good girl. So that kind of brings me on to talking about a little bit about what I want to do in terms of, ooh, there's a van. Girly. Of what I want to do in terms of like social media and stuff. So I made a pretty big investment a few weeks back to get a computer for the house. So this computer though, instead of just being in the house, is specifically in my room. So it's just mine, thank goodness. There was no cats laying on the keyboard when I go to edit. No cats like peeing on the screen. Yes, that happens a lot with our other computer. So obviously it makes my life 10 times easier to edit and actually make things now. And even since the computer has arrived, I've already started a podcast, which you guys seem to be loving so far. And I am absolutely having the time of my life with the podcast. I love it so much. I recently had my first guest on as well. Evie's decided she wants to prance this part of her hack. But yeah, I had my first guest on, a lovely friend of mine called Jazz, who does Fenwick photography. She came on for the most recent episode, but I'm going to talk a lot more about the riding school in the next episode and all the sort of the steps and the obstacles we had to jump over to get everything open and ready. Evie's not favourite thing in the world, this car with a rug on. A fun fact, when Harriet used to see that car, she used to rear into those trees over there. And literally like take my head off on the trees. But yeah, I want to get back into doing so much more on YouTube and on all the social medias. I actually kind of want to start making a few TikToks. I just don't know whether it's really me. So I think I'm just going to try and find like my TikTok self. So weird. I'm going to try and find my TikTok self, guys. But yeah, I have so many plans, and hopefully this year things like Vlogmas and stuff will actually be doable for once, because I've got my own computer, my own means to edit. So yeah, it should be just 10 times easier to do anything. So it was a huge investment for me. Because it was literally like everything I had, but as you guys know, computers are expensive. I was going to go for a laptop, but laptops have such a slow speed of like saving stuff and uploading things, and I needed something quicker, so we needed to go for a computer, which is fine because I work from home obviously all the time anyway, so hopefully it should be a really good way to go. Evie knows she's on her way home now, guys. She's well and truly on a mission. Look at her go. Good girlie.